So listen, ladies, check this out. The more attractive you are, it's going to be the harder it is to find a partner. The more attractive you are, it is going to be the harder it is to find a partner. Seriously. And let me explain to you why. It's not because men are intimidated by you. That's not even the case. I know some of you all think, men are intimidated by me. No, that's not the case. Many times is that if you think that you are so attractive, the type of guy that you expect to approach you ain't approaching you. You are waiting for a specific kind of guy to approach you. And when other guys approach you, that's not the ones you want. Because they're not on your level. You see good, better looking men out there. You see men, higher standard men. You see higher caliber men. You see men out there that think that, I should be the one that they want. Because they are high powered, they are high value, or whatever you call it. And you believe those men are the men that you should attract because you are beautiful. But that's not the men who approach you. Because the type of men that you expect to approach you, every woman are chasing the same man. That man is drawing all those women to him. See, when you ask a woman, what do you want in a partner? She lists a whole bunch of stuff. I want a man who's 6 foot, handsome, kind, smart, intelligent, aware, or self-aware, emotional intelligence, and this and that, and good in bed. You know how many women want that man too? All of them. All of them. He makes this much money. He's passionate. They all want it. Oh, that's something that you all repeat. I don't know what it is. Something that everybody learned in school. The type of man that you should say you want is a man who's handsome, who's tall, who's dark. And so everybody look for the same man. So what do you have? You think that man was going to... The point is, when you are attractive, you think that a certain type of men, because when the average man or the regular man approach you, that's not what you want. No. The second thing is, when you are that attractive, a lot of people are going to be drawn to you for sexual reasons. They are, again, people see that first, and people want to touch it. People want to experience your body. So they come to you with a whole different energy, a whole different vibe. And you are always annoyed because you're attractive. And you know that you are attractive, and you know that they know that you define you attractive. So when they come to you, they approach you in ways and you don't trust nobody because you think everybody wants just to hit. You begin to think that all they want is just your body and to hit because you're beautiful. So it's like you don't trust people. It's like a rich person. When a rich person has accumulated all that money, after a while, that rich person begins to think that people don't like them for who they are. They like them because they're rich. They like them because they're famous. They like them because they want their money. So when you become that attractive, you think everybody want to hit you because you're beautiful. No, it's not. Maybe sometimes and sometimes not. But the problem is, it stays in your mind. So you don't trust nobody. You don't let no man come close. Because you have been hurt so many times because for the same reason. Disrespected, left, abused, whatever. The more attractive you are, is the harder it is to find a partner. Many of you are trying to get so much better looking, so much physical, and it doesn't work for you. And it's not that men don't want you. It's just that the men that want you, you don't want them. Women who make more money or who make a lot of money, it's harder for you to find a partner. Why? It's not because men don't want you. It's not because you intimidate men. The problem is because you don't want a man who makes less than you. Or you don't want a man who makes as much as you. You want a man who makes more. He has to make more. And listen, of course, it's not every woman. It's not all women. I'm just talking about generally. Screw the idea that if I bring my money and your money together, put it in one bucket, we can have more money and do more things together. That's not, the idea is too logical. Nope. He has to make more than me. He has to earn more than me because I ain't supporting no man. Even though he has his own job, his own money, you ain't got to support him, but that's not how you see it. So if you make a lot of money, you cannot, a lot of times, you don't want to date a man who makes less money than you. So therefore, it becomes more difficult because the average man don't make that much. And just because you are not average, you are an exception to what women make. But imagine the man who makes that much money. He makes a lot more than you. He's handsome. He's good looking. He is strong. He's fit. The one that you want. Imagine how many options he has. And imagine how many options you have. Look at the difference. You have a lot of options, even though you have a lot of options, but that's not what you want. You don't want those. So it's harder for you. See, a man, I could make that much money, but I could go to Wendy's and see a beautiful woman and say, ooh, I like her. I could go to Walmart and see a Walmart worker and say, ooh, she is fine. Oh, she's sweet and she's kind and she's feminine. Bam, I want that one. And maybe that's my nature. Maybe that's a man's nature. Is we don't look for all those things. We don't really care about how much money you make. And you think that we do, but we don't really care. And we're not intimidated. Let me tell you something. The only men who are intimidated by what you make is the men who don't make anything. Because if I make my money and you make your money, why am I intimidated by what you make when I make the same? I don't care about what you make because I'm going to pay the bills anyways. I'm going to still take care of the cars. I'm pay the car notes. So why do I care about how much you make? What you make. Listen, when you all talk about men are intimidated by you, I think you are thinking that the men is the men who don't have anything. It's the men who are intimidated by men and women. Because when a man don't have anything, understand this one thing. When a man has nothing, even a man who has something, he will feel inferior towards that man who has something. It's not about you intimidate him. It's about that man is intimidated by anyone. So I know we use an excuse, men are intimidated by me. That's not true. A man who has his own is not intimidated by you. So I don't know who you keep finding who don't have shit. See, you all keep finding these raggedy men who don't have nothing, and then use that excuse, men, I intimidate men. You don't intimidate men. You intimidate men who live with their mothers. You intimidate men who lives in this raggedy place or who can't afford, your lifestyle. But what if he can? Why can't you find those men? Why can't you have those men who have their own houses, properties, and all them stuff? Do they intimidate you? I have met many women who are intimidated by a man and what he has. It works both ways. If a woman feels that a man has so much and doing so much and is so much, she becomes to be intimidated too. I know all these women want you. I know all these women chasing you. I know all these women trying to have you. I don't know why I fit in your life. You are the same thing. I don't know why you all think that men are intimidated by you. It's not that, man. It's just about when you comparing yourself against someone else, of course, you're going to feel inferior or superior. That's what comparison does. But if a woman is attractive, makes more money, it's harder for you. So how do you fix that? How do you fix that? Realize that your attractiveness is not the tool that you use to have the highest amount of the highest level of man or woman. You can't do that. I mean, you can, but what you get is not really what you want anyways. You could have the high value man, but who sees you as a beautiful woman, but doesn't mean that they're going to respect you and honor you. As a matter of fact, you might be surprised. And some of you are going to disagree because you might be surprised that the average man will worship the ground you walk on. Because he want to keep you. And average is not bad. An average is average. Everybody, the most of the population of this world is average. So only a few percentage of people who are above average when it comes to that type of dating stuff. But we don't want those ones. You complain about it's hard. It's not hard. It's just you're all just picky because you at a certain place and you expect something. You expect differently. But in all reality, we dying soon. We dying soon. And we are still looking for what we want. We still looking and finding issues and faults with everything. We about to die soon. We have about 10, 20, 30 more years. You're going to go to your grave still looking. Make peace with the simplicity of life. It doesn't matter how much you make and how beautiful you are. Find somebody who loves you. Find somebody who cherishes you. Find somebody who respects you. Find somebody who respects themselves and who loves themselves. And that is actually a beautiful thing. I'm just saying, man. But woman, you say it's harder. Maybe it is. But you got something to do with it too. It's not because they don't want you. It's not because some men, you're so beautiful that one of the reasons why it's hard, you're so beautiful that he can't get past to love you for your heart. Sometimes you're so beautiful that he can't pass your body. He's still admiring your beauty, your physical beauty. He gets jealous, he gets this, he gets this, he gets this. And sometimes it doesn't work. They are drawn to your body, they are drawn to your beauty, and everything offends them, everything scares them, everything intimidates them. Or because, not intimidates as in that, but everything makes them feel like you're probably going to leave. You probably, somebody wants you, somebody talking to you. Sometimes you're too beautiful, man. And he sees everybody looking at you. So he feels a kind of way. I'm just saying, sometimes your beauty can be, someone's, or your issue. It can be your demise. It's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just something. Y'all, I hope you understand what I'm saying. This is not no any means to disrespect no woman or men, to throw hate or shade. You all have a beautiful day. I hope you all subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you all think in the comments. Peace.